Welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
That's great, thank you.
I'm going to mute you now. Welcome, Maureen. Welcome, Siobhan. Thank you so much for joining this evening. And there'll be a few more joining shortly. So well done, ladies, for making the start of the class. So we'll bring ourselves to that comfortable seated position. Begin to sit up nice and tall. Take the palms face down onto the knees. And just close your eyes as you begin to settle into your class now this evening. So we're going to really focus on the present moment and being in the present moment today. Closing your eyes, begin to soften your body. Let go of any distractions in your environment. And begin to notice the natural ebb and flow of your breath. So noticing the breath move through your body. As we bring our body to stillness, of course, there's so much going on within the body. There's so much movement happening, even when we are in stillness. But just as much as you can, allowing your body to come to stillness. Welcome, Emily. Please just come down onto your mat, bring yourself to that position. So as we begin to observe the breath, noticing how it moves through the body, allow your body to soften, to begin to calm and relax. And we're going to begin to inhale in through the nose for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 5, just to lengthen that exhalation to really calm our nervous system. So let's begin all together. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. And just continue on your own count. Really deepen that inhalation. Allow your belly to expand, reaching into the lower region of the lungs. And towards your exhalation, as you lengthen that exhalation, completely deplete as much as you can. Draw the navel softly in towards the spine. Continue to breathe, deepening the breath each time. Continue to bring your focus, your attention back to your breath. Begin to shut out those distractions. Let go of the traffic in the mind this evening. Keep deepening the breath. So beginning your active Ujjayi breath now, inhaling and exhaling from the nose. Find that oceanic sound in your breath. Beautiful attention. I heard a wise guru say that if we cannot sit still for 5 minutes in our day, in our practice, we must ask the questions, what is wrong? What is out of balance? So we all need to be able to just take 5 minutes in our day to still the body, allow the mind to follow the stillness. And if there is agitation or fidgeting, or if it is impossible, asking ourselves what is happening, what is going on, why, what is out of balance with ourselves. Begin to take your awareness to your physical body now, and just notice how your body is in this moment, how your body is feeling today. Continue to deepen that breath as you swiftly scan from your head down through the body. And lastly, just check in with yourself. Emily is feeling whatever it may be. Choose 3 words this evening, whatever it may be for you, and be specific, no judgment, honest. Begin to take a deep inhalation through the nose, and we're going to exhale from the mouth now just to let all of that go. So inhaling through the nose, really lengthen your breath. Fill up as much as you can, expanding into the lungs as fully as possible. Then open the mouth, release the jaw, softly exhale from the mouth, release, letting it all go. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the eyes closed and just relax the fingertips down onto your mat. We're going to just drop the right shoulder towards the right ear, and then take the left shoulder towards the left ear. And just gently begin to tilt the head from left to right, stretching into the sides of the neck. Active Ujjayi breath now as you waken up the neck. Bring the chin down towards the chest and just take a very slow, gentle head roll. Check in with the back of the neck, the shoulders. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Bringing the head back to center, we'll take our hands to prayer, elbows to touch. Begin to just rotate the wrists, just stretching out the wrists, pressing the palms away from you, stretching into all the fingers. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky, and really lengthen through the side body. Look up towards your fingertips. As you exhale, gently take the hands down. Keep drawing the palms back, and we're going to take our hands behind us. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, stretch, lengthening through the arms. Open the chest, drop the head, and take a deep inhalation here. Really stretching across the collarbone, opening the chest. Bend the elbows and see if you can take your hands to the side, bent elbows, so your hands interlaced fingers to the side. Take a deep inhalation here. Exhale, once again, straighten the arms, lengthen into the arms, and then bend the elbows. Take your hands to the opposite side. Excellent. And once again, inhale, lengthen the arms out behind you. And we're going to take our hands out to the side. We're going to bend our elbows, palms facing forward. Keep stretching, opening across the chest. We're going to inhale that right arm over the left, right elbow over the left, and interlace your hands here. See if you can take your palms together. Lovely. Inhale, lift the elbows as high as you can. Take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, bring the chin in towards the chest, dropping the head. Begin to rotate the elbows now. So begin to take your elbows for a big circular motion here. Nice and slowly. Lovely movement. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Keep breathing, deepening into the lungs. Excellent. And back to center. Begin to take those hands nice and wide. Open the chest. Take the palms to the back of the head. And just once again, tilt the chin up towards the sky. Open the chest here. Keep drawing the elbows back, stretching across the chest. Breathe. Take a deep breath here. And exhale, release, taking the palms up once again, crossing the opposite elbow. So left elbow over right this time, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the elbows as high as you can, drop the head. Exhale, release. Dropping down and begin to rotate the arms now, taking the elbows for a big circular motion. Lovely. And if you feel like you really need to move, go ahead and move a little faster than me. That's no problem at all. Again, always listen to your body, listen to what you need in your practice. I won't mind, but we're taking it nice and steady. I'm inviting you to really slow down, listen to your body this evening. Take the arms out, elbows nice and wide. Once again, palms behind the head and tilt the head up towards the sky. Keep opening the elbows here, stretching across the chest. Deep inhalation. Exhale, release. Take the arms out nice and wide now. Palms face down, left hand to the mat. Reach the right hand up and over, bending or folding into that left elbow. Drop the head. Take a deep inhalation here. Exhale, release, coming back to center. Inhale, left hand reaches up, folding into that right elbow. Inhale and exhale, release, coming back to center. Lovely, everyone, that looks great. So coming down onto our mat, we're going to take our knees as wide as the mat. Bring your big toes to touch, sink the hips. Begin to walk the arms forward, active arms. Drop your head and just take a deep inhalation here. Really expanding into the lungs. Keep softening the tailbone down towards the ground. As you exhale, begin to walk the hands over to the right side, so as far right as you can. So you're folding over your right knee, essentially. Keep walking the fingertips forward. Really active arms this evening. Keep breathing and begin to take your left palm, place your left palm over your right palm. Feel that stretch down the left side of the body. Take a deep inhalation here. And exhale, release, walk it back to center. See if you can walk the fingertips another millimeter forward. Inhale. As you exhale, begin to walk the hands over as far left as you can. So you're folding over your left knee. Feel that compression in the left hip. Take a deep inhalation here and begin to take your right palm, place your right palm over your left hand. Drop the head. Deep inhalation into that right side of the body. Lovely. Exhale, release, coming back to center. We're going to gently come up into our tabletop position. Make sure your knees are below your hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide, all knuckles down. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, draw the shoulders back, traction your chest forward as much as you can. Exhale, release, bring the chin in towards the chest, lifting up into the spine, really doming into your spine here. Draw the navel in. Inhale. Drop the belly, traction the chest forward, look up. Big inhalation, exhale, release. As you exhale as much as you can, draw the navel in towards the spine. Once again, inhale, drop the belly, tailbone goes up, look up, traction that chest forward. Exhale, release, chin in towards the chest, doming into the spine here. Now just continue warming up your spine on your own breath. Allow your breath to lead your movement this evening. Keep deepening into the poses as you go, each time deepening the breath, deepening your posture, feeling into the body. But always bring it back to the most important part of our practice, which is, of course, our breath. That tool that's going to take us to the limits. Keep breathing. Coming back to center, begin to move the hips. So looking over your left shoulder towards the left foot, right shoulder towards the right foot. And as you inhale, begin to sink the hips, begin to make big circles with the hips today. So again, check in with your body, notice any cracking. Always being aware of past and present injuries. Being aware of your vulnerable, delicate areas. Inhale, rotate to go the opposite direction. And I invite you to go slower than you want to go. So really begin to slow down. Connect that breath with the body. Tune in. Begin to bend the elbows. Find some movement in the shoulders above the wrists, rotating the shoulders above the wrists. And begin to just walk the palms around. Maybe you'll walk your palms towards you, rotating the shoulders here down into the wrists a little bit for a deeper stretch into those wrists, into the arms. And palms facing up towards the sky. Again, facing towards you, if that feels good on the wrists. And taking the hands back to our tabletop. We're going to walk our hands forward into our puppy pose. Begin to keep the hips up over your knees. Begin to melt the heart, melt the chest. Soften here. Drop your chin or your chest to the mat. And again, lengthen into your breath. So begin to really find space in your lungs, in your belly. We want to really lengthen, expand our lung capacity. Option to come up onto the fingertips, taking the palms off the mat. Really opening into the shoulders. Maybe give your tailbone a little wiggle if that feels nice. Just testing your mobility here. Exhale, release. Slowly coming back into our tabletop position. So we're going to take our left hand and place it just behind your head. Inhale, open that left elbow up towards the sky. And as you exhale, draw the left elbow down towards the left hand, or the right hand. So 2 more times. Inhale, open that left elbow as much as you can. Deep inhalation, exhale, release, drop. Last one, inhale, lift. High as you can with that left elbow, lovely, exhale, release. This time, take your left hand up towards the sky, really opening up here and thread the needle, left arm underneath, right, left shoulder, cheek, temple to the mat. Option to hold here or to begin to walk the right hand forward, come up onto your right fingertip, keep melting your right shoulder down. Take a deep breath here. And exhale, release. Take the right hand back in front of your face. Slowly, with control, gently coming back into your tabletop. So opposite side, taking the right hand to the back of the head. Inhale, lift that right elbow up towards the sky. Really opening here, exhale, release, right elbow down towards left hand. Inhale, lift for 2. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, lift for 3. Take the elbows high as you can, exhale, release. Right hand reaches up towards the sky, open as much as you can. Exhale, threading the needle, right arm underneath, left, right shoulder, cheek, temple to the mat. Soften here, Hold here, or option to walk the left hand forward as far as you can. You can come up onto your left fingertips if that feels nice. Keep melting the left shoulder down onto the mat. Breathe. Exhale, release, taking that left hand back, pressing down into the left hand, now coming back into our tabletop position. So from here, we're going to begin to activate our core, just gently drawing the navel in. Begin to inhale, extend your right leg and your left arm out. Keep looking down towards the mat. Keep lengthening through that left arm and that right leg. You're going to make a fist with your left hand and draw your right knee to your left elbow. Drop the head. Exhale. So inhale, lengthen for 1. Exhale, draw it in, bring the knee as high as you can in towards the chest. Inhale, lengthen for 2. We're just doing 5. Exhale, elbow to knee, drop the head. Inhale, lengthen for 3. Keep reaching as far as you can. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach, point those toes. For 4, exhale, drop the head. Inhale, lengthen, last one. Exhale, drop the head and release, gently coming back into our tabletop. Okay, everyone with me? So we're going to do the other side. So inhale, lengthen that left leg and the right arm, and really reach your left leg and your right arm as far as you can. Keep reaching, lengthening with those 2 limbs as much as you can. Keep drawing the navel in towards the spine. So take a deep inhalation and exhale, right elbow to left knee, drop the head. Inhale, lengthen, keep reaching. Exhale for 2. Inhale, lengthen, point the toes, exhale for 3. Inhale, lengthen, exhale for 4. Inhale, lengthen once again. Last one, exhale for 5. And sorry, inhale, lengthen, exhale, maybe we did another one, 6. Okay, coming back to our tabletop position. You're all good. Walk your hands, take your hands, one hand in front of you. So just take your hand, one hand forward. Begin to tuck the toes in, sink the hips, and just begin to stretch out all 10 toes. Really stretch them out onto the mat. If you like to hover your knees to bring extra weight into those toes. Just breathing here, drop the head. And when you're ready, begin to lift the tailbone up towards the sky. Keep the knees deeply bent. Keep pressing the mat away from you. And when you take the tailbone up, begin to pedal out the feet, drawing the heels towards the ground one at a time, really stretching into the legs. Feet hip distance apart. Begin to move into the hips. So nice fluidity here, soft movement as you pedal out the feet at your own pace, lengthening, stretching into the back of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves. Active Ujjayi breath. So check in with the breath in your inversion. Notice if you do feel that constriction in your throat as you swallow. Keep deepening the breath. And just get nice and familiar and comfortable here in your resting downward dog pose. We're going to inhale up onto the tippy toes. Stretch out the toes once again. Exhale, release, draw the heels down towards the mat. See if you can lift the 10 toes off the ground. Inhale, tippy toes. Once again, lift the tailbone up nice and high. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Exhale, draw the heels down. Last one, inhale up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, draw those heels down, and bending the knees deeply, begin to step forward towards your hands. See if you can keep your hands where they are. Just bend the knees and tiptoe nice and slowly up towards the hands. Just take it at your own pace, and if you do need to lift your hands off the ground, please do. Come to the top of your mat now, bending the knees, and just gently come into your ragdoll. Let the arms go, softly sway from left to right. And just begin to pedal out the legs a little bit here. Just stretching into the legs one at a time. You might be able to get both legs straight, or just keep pedaling into them, working on straightening them, feeling that stretch in the hamstring. We're going to inhale now to flat back. So take the hands to the shins or the knees. Once again, draw the shoulders back. Look up, lift the head. Take a deep inhalation, and as you exhale, draw the navel towards the spine and begin to fold a little deeper. Drop the head a little closer to the ground. Exhale fully, and then once again, inhale to flat back. So hands to shins or knees, open the shoulders, nice straight backs. Looking good, yes. Lifting the head up to straighten the spine here. Exhale, again, draw the navel in as you fold a little deeper over. Drop the head a little closer to the ground. Last one, inhale, lift. Keep working into the legs. Exhale, release. Bring the chin in towards the chest. Let the arms go. Sway the head, yes. And sway the head, no. Just making sure there's no tension in the neck. Bring the chin in towards the chest and head to come last, rolling up through the spine, stacking vertebrae upon vertebrae. No head rush, so just take it slow as you roll up, feeling into your spine. Take the palms to face forward, shoulders, lift the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhale, rolling the shoulders down. Hands face forward. And just begin to lengthen the arms to soften the shoulders away from the ears. We'll just take our arms out. Sorry, sway your arms from left to right first of all. And keeping the feet planted, just moving into the hips a little bit here, softening into the hips. Begin to draw the shape 8 above your feet. So with your hips making the shape, the number 8. So just moving into the hips. This is really good. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Really tucking that tailbone under. And maybe doing some hula hoops while you're at it. Keep the feet planted, stuck in the mud. And keep the legs straight. And then maybe just give your limbs a quick little shake out, just releasing any tension or tightness that has built up. Find some fluidity. And coming to the top of our mat, we're going to keep our feet hip distance apart. See if you can lift all 10 toes off the mat. And just press your toes one at a time down onto the ground. Find the balance in your feet. Begin to tuck the tailbone under. Engage your thighs, your glutes, your core. Bring your shoulders up and down. Open the chest, palms face forward, and just find your perfect posture here for a moment. Close your eyes and find the balance, the weight through your body down into your feet. Close your eyes and deepen your breath. That active Ujjayi breath once again. Bringing the lungs to full capacity. Find the balance in the body. Take the palms to prayer in the center of the chest. Inhale, reach your fingertips up towards the sky as high as you can. Look towards your thumbs. Fully inhale as you exhale, palms face out, hinging from the hips. Swan dive forward, drop the head, navel in. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, take the hands to the ground and begin to step back into your plank position. Keep drawing the heels down, knees, chest and chin to begin, elbows in. Soften the hips, begin to release the toes. Inhale, draw the chest forward and come up into your upward facing dog. Traction the chest forward, draw your chin in. Exhale, release, tuck the toes in and press back into your downward facing dog. So in your downward facing dog here, find your balance again. Check your alignment, feet hip distance apart, spread the fingers wide, all knuckles are placed firmly on the mat. Distribute evenly the weight between your upper and your lower body. Keep drawing your focus, look towards your belly button and then look down towards the ground. So we're working into 5 big belly breaths here in our full lung capacity. Keep breathing, keep melting the chest, straightening those arms, lifting the tailbone up, stretching into the legs. Our whole body is working here. Keep breathing, deepening the breath. Each time deepening the breath. So once we get into a pose or get into movement, we lose our breath. So we have to keep reminding ourselves to bring it back to the breath because that's what's going to get us into our postures for the longest hold. Begin to look between your palms, bend your knees, step towards the top of your mat. Inhale again to flat back. Fully expanding as you exhale, draw the navel in, drop the head a little closer to the ground. Micro bend the knees and reach the hands up towards the sky. Lengthen through the whole body, fingertips to touch, hands to prayer. Exhale, Samastiti. Beautiful. Number 2, so we know what we're doing now. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. See if you can get a little longer in the body. Look towards the thumbs. Palms face out. Beautiful big swan dive forward. Drop the head, navel in. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, bend the knees generously. Begin to step or hop back into your plank position. Engaging your core here. Now knees, chest and chin, or drop your knees if you need to. Or chaturanga. Roll to the tips of your toes. Press into the hands. Inhale, scoop forward, coming onto the back of your feet. Open the heart, open the chest. Really, again, tractioning that chest forward. Draw the shoulders back, chin in. Exhale, press it back into your downward facing dog. Check your alignment. Feet hip distance apart. You shouldn't be able to see your ankles. You're just looking down at your 10 toes. Check your hands, spread those fingers nice and wide. Get a good foundation. Check your weight. Is your weight balanced? Siobhan, drop your head. Look towards your belly button and then towards the ground, straight down below you. That's it. Keep melting your chest. Keep drawing your heels down. Keep breathing. So once we've completed our 5th breath, bend the knees, begin to look between the hands. Stepping or take a little hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, release, drop the head. Micro bend the knees, reach the hands up towards the sky, lengthen. Exhale, coming back into your Samastiti. Last one. So again, just check your tailbone is tucked under. Spread the feet, check your weight, check your balance. Weight is evenly distributed down through the 2 feet. Inhale, reach your fingertips. See again if you can get a little longer. Every time you reach those hands up towards the sky, look towards your thumbs. Exhale, lovely big swan dive. Drop the head. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, bend the knees generously, stepping or hopping back into your plank. Knees, chest and chin or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deepening the breath. Count your 5 belly breaths here. Really count your breath. And see if you can find that oceanic sound in the exhalation. It should be a loud exhalation from your nose. You should really be able to hear yourself breathing, especially if you're hot or starting to sweat. Keep deepening that breath. When you've completed your 5th breath, bending the knees, stepping or hopping to the top of your mat once again. We're going to bend the knees deeply so your knees are making contact with your chest. Sink the hips and begin to sweep the arms up to Uttanasana. Come into your chair pose. Open the heart, open the chest, and just hold here for a moment. Option to come up onto your tippy toes if you want, for an extra challenge, if that feels good. Exhale, release, folding over the hips. Once again, we'll take the hands to the mat. And we're just going to step our left foot back. We're going to drop our left knee and release our left toes, coming into a low lunge here. So begin to sweep the arms once again up over the head. Open the chest here. And we're going to take our hands behind our head. Again, just opening, looking towards the sky, opening the chest here. Just take a couple of breaths. Keep opening those elbows out. Feel that stretch in the left hip flexor, compression in the right hip. Lengthening into your belly. Exhale, release. Take the hands to prayer in the center of the chest. I'm going to take the left elbow to the right knee. Come into your little twist here. Take the paired hands into the center of the chest. Keep drawing that right shoulder open. Option to take the hands apart here. Reach the right hand up towards the sky. Take the left hand down. Really opening that right shoulder. Exhale, release, coming back to center. We'll take the fingertips to the mat and find our lizard pose here. So you might want to heel toe your right foot out a little bit, out onto your mat. If it's available to you, maybe just holding here, or if you want to come a little deeper, melting the chest down towards the ground. You might bend your elbows and you might even take your elbows down onto the ground or onto the mat. Come a little deeper into your lizard pose. Keep lengthening through that back leg, lengthening into the hip flexor. Wherever you're at, if you're up or down, wherever you're at, find the best place for the stretch for you. Keep feeling that compression in the right hip. Keep breathing. And exhale, release. Begin to come back up onto your hands, ensuring that your left hand is in line with your right foot. And the option here to bend that right knee, and with your right hand, take hold of the inside of the right ankle. Now this might be too much on your knees, or you might need to get a cushion or something for underneath that left knee if it is. But you'll feel a really nice thigh stretch here, taking hold of that right foot. Keep breathing. You can allow your right knee to open out to the right if it's a little easier. Exhale, release. We're going to drop the left toes down, or left foot down, tuck your left toes in. Straighten the left leg, taking the left knee off the mat. And begin to reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. And just hold here for a moment. Get strong, find the balance in the legs. And begin to take that right arm for 3 big circles here. Try to keep the lower body still, building strength. Keep drawing the left heel back. And gently drop your right hand to the inside of your right foot. You're going to drop your left heel down onto the ground now. Begin to reach your left fingertips up towards the sky. Excellent. Keep breathing. Take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, begin to lift up, coming into your warrior two. So strong legs here. You might need to readjust the legs. Take your legs a little wider. Roll the shoulders back. Begin to reverse the right palm up towards the sky and take your right hand up and over. Drop your left hand down your left leg and come into your reverse or peaceful warrior. Excellent one, excellent one. Keep breathing here. Option to take the right heel off the mat if you like. I'm going to stay where I am. Take another deep inhalation to that right side of the body. Exhale, release, coming back to warrior two. Excellent. Begin to straighten out that front knee now. Both legs nice and straight, feet stuck in the mud. Inhale, reach your right fingertips forward. As if someone's pulling that right hand forward. That's it. We're going to exhale. Right hand to the inside of the right ankle. Left fingertips up towards the sky. Find your Trikonasana. Excellent. Breathe. Straightening the legs. Breathing into that right hamstring. Get strong in the legs now. Press down into the feet as you gently come back up to standing. Excellent. We're going to rotate the feet to be parallel. Draw the toes inwards, heels out. Once again, take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, look up towards the sky. Straighten the arms behind you. As you exhale, you're hinging from the hips forward. Keep drawing the hands up towards the sky, up over your head, essentially. Drop the head and just gently sway from left to right here. Breathing into the inner legs. Try to let go. Keep drawing the head down towards the mat, so the head will almost touch off the mat eventually. Bend the elbows, take the hands to the hips, and just gently allow your hands to come down onto the mat. We're going to begin to walk our hands over towards our right foot. Bend your right knee, stretch into that left inner thigh, and then exhale, release, come back to center. Walk the hands to the left foot, straighten that right leg, and exhale, release back to center. And just taking it nice and slow. When you come back to center, begin to rotate your feet out, heels in. And then, once again, walking the hands over to the right foot. Straighten that left leg. See if you can come down into your side squat here. Exhale, release. Walking hands to center. Bending into the left leg. Straighten out that right leg. So just gently working up your flexibility here. Take it nice and slow. Lovely. Just two more. Wherever you're at, that's it, Siobhan. Lovely movement, yes. Feel that lovely stretch on that inner thigh. Exhale, release. Coming back to the center of the mat. Feet parallel once again. We'll take the right hand to the center of your mat. Reach your left fingertips up towards the sky. Take a deep inhalation here. Exhale, release. Take the left hand in front of the right. So you're lengthening through your torso. Reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, release. Begin to walk both hands as far forward as you can. Soften the head here, drop the head. Taking a nice wide downward dog. And exhale, release, slowly taking the hands back to the hips. Draw your gaze forward, flat back, straight spine, and then gently come up to standing. Draw the heels in. Take the hands to the knees. Again, taking an inhalation. We're going to exhale, draw your right shoulder to center. Exhale, release, draw your left shoulder to center. You should really feel this in your shoulders. And keep the shoulder that you're drawing to center, keep that arm straight for a deeper stretch. Keep sinking the hips and begin to draw the shoulders over the hips. Sink the hips a little bit more here. Gently rock from left to right, have a little sway here. Inhale, take your right heel off the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, take your left heel off the mat, coming onto your left tippy toes. Exhale, release. See if you can take both heels off the mat, come into your goddess pose. Keep drawing the shoulders over the hips. Open the chest, hands to prayer, up above your head, or in the center of your chest, or making a mudra with your index finger and your thumb. Drawing the elbows back. Again, shoulders in line with the hips. Excellent. And lovely. Drop those knees. Take another deep stretch here and release. Lovely. We're going to bend the left knee. Take the right foot to that 90-degree angle with the mat. We're going to take our arms out nice and long, coming into warrior two. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, left palm faces up towards the sky, and draw your left hand up and over as you drop your right hand down your right leg. Coming into your reverse peaceful warrior here. Keep bending that left knee. Option to take the left heel off the mat, come a little deeper. And exhale, release, coming back into your warrior two. Begin to straighten that front knee. Inhale, reach the left fingertips forward. Exhale, taking the left hand to the inside of that left ankle. Reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Find your Trikonasana. And it might be a little looser on this side after we've already stretched out that left inner thigh. Look towards your right fingertips up towards the sky. Keep breathing. Exhale, release, gently coming back to standing. We're going to bend that left knee now, and we're going to take the left hand to the inside of that left foot. Reach the right hand up towards the sky. And I might have to turn around, but you guys do. We're going to take our right hand down to the mat. Begin to rotate that back foot, so coming onto the ball of the right foot. And you're going to reach your left fingertips up towards the sky. And just hold here, get strong in the legs. Keep breathing. I know you have your back towards me more, and that's fine. Keep breathing. Strong legs. And you're going to make 3 big circles with that left arm. So really opening into that left shoulder. Try to keep the legs nice and still. Excellent. We're going to release. Drop the right knee to the mat. Release the right toes. Take the left hand to the inside of that left foot. And just coming into your lizard pose on this side. So just feel that stretch in your right hip. You might hold here. This might be enough for you today. Or just bending the elbows, melting the chest a little closer to the ground. Perhaps taking the elbows down into the lizard if it feels good, if it's accessible. Wherever you're at, find your breath. Exhale, release. We're going to tuck the right toes in. Take the hands, spread the fingers nice and wide, and step the left foot back into your downward facing dog. Keep drawing the knees down and lift the hips up towards the sky. We're going to inhale, step the right leg up towards the sky and begin to open up the right hip. So stacking the right hip over the left. Bend your right knee so your right foot is coming down towards your left butt cheek. Keep drawing the right knee up towards the sky, opening here. And exhale, drawing the shoulders over the wrist. Begin to draw your right knee in towards you. Take the right knee below the right wrist, right foot below the left wrist. Straighten that back leg and find your pigeon. Sinking the hips, keep the hips squared and just gently begin to walk the hands forward, soften the elbows here. Really letting go, surrendering into that lovely deep hip stretch. So as you exhale here, surrendering towards the ground, just checking in with the mind, with your thoughts. Try to be the witness of your thoughts. Taking one last deep breath here. And we're going to begin to walk the hands back, open the heart, open the chest, look up. Exhale, release, taking the hands back to the mat. Tuck your left toes in, press the mat away from you and step back into your downward facing dog. Other side. So inhale, step that left leg up towards the sky, point the left toes. Begin to open that left hip. So flexing the left toes up towards the sky, stacking the left hip over the right. Bend your left knee. Keep opening that left hip. Keep the shoulders squared. Breathe. Inhale, rolling the shoulders over the wrist. Draw the left knee in towards the chest as high as you can. And gently take the left foot to below the right hand, left knee below the left hand. So just take your time coming down. Allow that left foot to swing back. Straighten the back leg. Try to keep the hips squared. Melting the chest here. And if pigeon is already in your practice and you've come down quite quickly, just remembering to always ensure that there's no pressure or tension in that front knee. So just if you do need some support, please get your support. Don't want any damaging of that front knee. And really let go in your pigeon. This is a deep emotional release in the hips. Just allow whatever's coming to come. Feel all your feelings and then let them go. One last deep breath here. Exhale, release. Slowly coming up, open the heart, open the chest, lift up. Rock the left hip. Gently take the right knee around to meet the left knee. And we'll take our feet together, come into your butterfly. So just allow the knees to fall out to the sides. We're actually going to take our feet to the ground and just come into your malasana so if you can. So, sorry, I meant to come into malasana earlier. Just come down into your squat from your butterfly. A little bit awkward, sorry about that. Just want to get it in. Yes, keep sinking the hips here. And just gently make some movement with the knees there. That's it, ladies. Yes. And noticing if your hips are a little bit more open now, which they should hopefully are. Begin to extend the legs out in front of you, flexing the ankles. Just remove the flesh from the sit bones. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Really lengthen into the side body, lift up out of the pelvis. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Reach the hands forward as you keep folding from the hips. So take your time dropping the hands to come down last. Drop the head. And lastly, drop your hands, drop your arms. Keep breathing here for a moment. As you feel your chin in towards your chest, feel the stretch through your spine, through the legs. I like to gently rock from left to right here, feeling it in the hamstrings. Keep flexing the ankles. Don't worry how bent your knees are. Your knees will be bent. But eventually we're going to work. So it's good to bend your knees first and then begin to straighten out the knees. Keep flexing the ankles. Work towards the straight legs. Exhale, release. Begin to draw your gaze back in front of the room, coming to flat back. And then coming up to standing. We're gently going to roll down into our mat. Walk your feet in towards you. And we'll take a quick bridge pose. Press the palms down into the mat. Press into your feet. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Draw the shoulders down. And just hold here for a moment. Opening across the chest, collarbone. Keep drawing the shoulders down. Keep pressing into the feet, squeeze into the glutes as you lift the hips a little higher. And exhale, release. Slowly winding down through the spine. Begin to windshield wiper out the knees, taking the knees from left to right now. Bring the knees in towards the chest. And just take hold of the outside of the feet to come into your baby pose. Giving your back a little massage here. Have a little play. Any final stretches that need to be taken now. Bring your feet together, allow your knees to fall out to the sides, and we'll come into our Supta Baddha Konasana. Gently rock the head from left to right, softening the back of the skull. Palms face up towards the sky. Bring your shoulders down. And gently begin to find your breath. Inhaling a sense of ease and calm throughout the body. Let your practice go now. And as you exhale, release. So you're just here for a couple of minutes. Soften the brow, soften the eyes back into their sockets. Relax the cheeks, unlock the jaw. Soften the back of the neck. Relax your shoulders. Begin to relax the back of the elbows, back of the wrists, back of the hands. Each of your fingers. Soften the chest, let your belly go. Allow your glutes to feel like jelly and just give your knees a little rock from left to right. Just begin to kick out the legs now. Take the feet wide. Allow the feet to fall out to the sides. stretching down through the legs. Just give your legs one last final little shake or wiggle. The body a last little wiggle perhaps. And just find your stillness. As you exhale, drop a little deeper into this stilled position, utilizing your breath to anchor you into this present moment. I'm going to keep you for one more minute, so just surrender. Begin to let it go. In your breath, begin to find your relaxed, blissful state and find peace here in this present moment. Begin to deepen the breath once again, awakening your body with your breath. Gently begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and softly roll over to one side. Just curl up like a baby for a moment. Honor your inner child. And honor your body that you were able to practice yoga today. Using your outer hand, bring yourself to that seated position, sitting up nice and tall to awaken. Hands facing up on the knees in a receiving position. We'll just close our class with one Om. Inhale, prepare for Om. Namaste. For practicing. Have a wonderful week ahead. Lots of love. Anyone has any questions? Or if you want to slip off to bed. Thanks, Rebecca. Great to see you. Great to